Okay, now in this match, I'm unsure of the person's experience level that's in front of me. So, we end up on the ground. I don't even remember how we ended up on the ground. I feel him start to lose his balance, so I start to play with his balance with my feet. Hooking first with my right and then with my left. Now, for those of you that saw my fights in the other tapes, you'll see that same slow, tight, and methodical method of grappling employed in this fight and in all the fights on this tape. At this point in time, I'm thinking, okay, this individual is not quite as experienced as I am. But I really don't know what this guy knows, so I still need to take my time. Especially since I have 3 more fights after this fight. The reason why I turned on my side there onto my left side was to change the angle in which I was applying pressure on his arm. Since his left hand is grabbing his right wrist, I wanted to change the angle and force him to use a different muscle group. As I hold onto his arm, I'm applying some slight pressure, making it uncomfortable for him. See an opportunity for a triangle, and I take it. See an opportunity to apply a neck wrench here with the triangle. His neck cracks. I take his arm. His arm cracks. I let go. Look at the ref. The ref says he didn't tap. Keep going. So I'm simply going to keep the pressure on his neck. As long as I have the mechanics of the triangle applied, sooner or later he's going to tap.
Watch your arm, watch your arm.
There you go, Corey, come on. There you go. There you go, come on.
Pull your foot, pull your foot. Come on, Roy. Pull back of his head.
I play an arm lock. His arm cracks again. I let go. The referee doesn't say anything. He doesn't tap. Go back to the triangle.
Turn into him now.
And now I'm thinking, man, this guy's got a rubber neck. He's not going to tap. And then he finally taps. Okay, this match here, I'm matched against a wrestler and a shoot wrestler. As soon as we hit the mat, my first thing that I want to do is establish control over this guy. Because I can tell by the strength I feel in his arms, this guy is stronger than me. Okay, a word here about control. When you grapple for position, you need to understand that there are several types of control. The first is full control in your favor. The second is partial control. Excuse me, more than partial control in your favor. The third is 50-50 control, where you're kind of at a halfway point. You have some control and so does your opponent. The third type is partial control in your opponent's favor. And then finally, there's full control in your opponent's favor. Right here, I have partial control in my favor because I'm staying close to him. I was hooking my feet, and he bridged up and over and gave me a chance to establish full control over his body. You've got to develop that feel for being comfortable with partial control in your favor. And you've got to stay as close to them as possible. You give them any space, you're going to get bridged up and over, or you're going to end up back in the guard. Especially somebody who's much stronger than you are. So you have to stay close to them. I went for the old paintbrush American lock there, and he grabbed my fingers. When you stay tight, when you stay close to somebody like that, it frustrates them, and it forces them to either turn onto their side or go to their knees, or it forces them to push up with their arms and expose their arms for an arm lock. So now that I have established the mount position, I stay tight, and I play with his neck and with his arm. Sooner or later, he's going to expose something. By grappling slow and tight, the amount of energy that I expend is very low. That assures me that I will have enough energy if I fight 5 or 6 guys. So that at the end of my 5th or 6th match, I'll have enough energy to explode into something if I need to. He exposed his neck, and I got him in a choke.
Roy Harris, everybody. Roy Harris.
In this match here, I'm going against another jiu-jitsu practitioner. This happens to be an open grappling tournament. A little bit different format than a jiu-jitsu tournament because they allow leg locks. So I'm looking for the opportunity for a sweep, a throw, a takedown, or pulling the person into my guard. But he chose to pull me into his guard. So I have partial control because I'm staying so close to him, because my upper body is on top of him. And now I'm looking to establish across the side 100 kilos position. I cannot stress the importance. I cannot stress enough the importance of staying close to your opponent. I have found through my experience that it frustrates most people. And when you stay close to them, they always push and try and escape by pushing. This exposes an arm or a neck or gives you the opportunity to mount. So even though by some people's standards my fights may appear to be boring, I go slow and I take my time. And if it takes me 30 seconds or 30 minutes to make someone tap, that's fine, but the amount of energy that I have spent in relationship to the amount of energy that the other person has spent is far less.
Here we go. Get that arm out. Get that arm back.
Keep it from happening.
Watch that arm bar. Start jerking it out. Get that height. Start jerking
I'm keeping my weight on his arm, and I'm hugging it with my left arm to make sure it doesn't get free. And I'm looking for the opportunity to get my right knee over top of his right arm. Instead of trying to force it and lose the position, might as well stay tight, make it difficult for him to breathe, and then finally take his arm. He rolls out of it. I'm waiting for him to turn. He turns, gives me the triangle, and I take it.
Steve, don't give up. Steve, don't give up. Come on. I know you're fighting the boy, but don't let him do that to you. Get out of there,
Gives me the arm.
now turn it on.
And that ends the fight.
Night. Whoa!